Well, I don't know who that woman is that they've all been speaking about. I don't recognise her at all. And today's been a whole conspiracy. As somebody alluded to, I normally know everything that's going on, and I have a finger in all of it. But today, I've really had to stand back, and today, I mean, really, it's a conspiracy of thoughtfulness and love that's happening here today. So, to all of you, the team at the office especially, because I know your work will have been distorted in preparing for today, and those of you who've come from other organisations, giving up a Saturday to come along today, members who've travelled from all over the country, my colleagues who I'm just amazed that they come from Pax Christi International and South Africa and America and Germany and Belgium to be here. It's a real conspiracy of thoughtfulness and love from all of you, and I thank you for that. I was in Rome at the beginning of the week with some of my colleagues here at the Vatican. We did invite Pope Francis, but he's rather busy. My kind of first word was one of thankfulness for all the kind of people, the experiences, the opportunities that I've had in, it's not just 29 years of Pax Christi, it's before that 10 years at CAFOD, and before that 6 years of teaching, and before that just being a person. And every aspect of my life is present here today in some form or another, so I'm delighted for all the people who've been kind of willing to give up their day. My next flashcard is opportunity. How lucky have I been in every piece of work that I've done to be doing a job that gives such happiness and such fulfillment. When we all know for many people work is a drudge and work is a punishment, but for me, I have just been so gifted in what I've been able to do. And the opportunities of training to be a teacher and all the skills that provided, my work in teaching, going beyond just teaching subjects, but being part of creating other people's lives. The radical exposure I had at CAFOD to the church in action in its best form, and the work in Pax Christi, and the challenges I've had to think more critically, to look at what leadership is about, to set a tone, and the opportunities for lots of things I've been the first in, or organisations that, have started in that time. Peace Education Network, that started Marigold, didn't it, with us back in 1990. Celebrating women has been a key part of one of the things I've wanted to do in Pax Christi, constantly trying to find ways of lifting up the role of women in the church and in peacemaking. Being part of setting up Forces Watch, and Emma's here, and I'm going to keep my finger in that pie. Being part of setting up Drone Wars UK with Chris Cole, and he's not here, but I'm going to keep my finger in that pie. And being part of this wonderful new initiative of the Catholic Non-Violence Initiative that we're working on with Rome, and I hope to keep my finger in that pie as well. So opportunities and being in at the start of things is just wonderful, because they're all growing and expanding and going in new directions. My next flashcard is variety. Again, from my teaching all the way through, nothing has been normal in any of this work. And colleagues from school know that, and from CAFOD and Pax Christi. You never have a normal day or a normal week. So you might be taking children out to do pond dipping somewhere, or you might be having animals running around in your classroom, as I did, or you might be training teachers on another day, or you might be emptying the bins because it's a Friday afternoon, or you might be lugging mattresses and bed frames around because you're setting up the Pax Christi hostel in a school, or you might be, getting caught in a curfew in East Timor. No day is the same as the next. And again, what a gift that is, to live with such variety and to be constantly surprised and challenged by whatever a new day is going to bring. So that's another gift that I want to be thankful for, the gift of variety. Rooted. Just very quickly, I hope, because it would be important to me, that my work has been rooted in ordinary people, in the lives of people, not just in organisations, but in people's lives in different ways. From teaching with young people, through working with different marginal groups, including myself in different ways, people who experience violence, being rooted in people's lives. And the other side of that is you're rooted also with the change makers, with the people who are in there making differences in people's lives, the educators, the campaigners, the teachers. And most of the rootedness, something that's very important to me, is being rooted in family and friends, because the titles don't matter of General Secretary or Coordinator or Teacher, whatever. We're somebody's sister or somebody's cousin or somebody's brother or somebody's partner, and those relationships keep us rooted in normal life, in what's important in life, and they remind us who we are as ordinary people. And that to me has been invaluable, to receive that from friends and from family, that rootedness. And you'll be glad the final one is community. Again, and I feel, I've never felt that the places I've worked in have been anything but community. Groups of people who are sharing a common vision, who want to make the world a better place for others, who want to enjoy working as a team, who want to give something back to society. And I feel that all the communities I've worked in, from teaching to CAFOD to Pax Christi, have just been amazing places. I did a little count up. We do this thing in Pax Christi when we do our annual report. We do Pax Christi by numbers. And I calculate that I've had 7 chair people to work with over these 29 years. There have been 13 staff who've come and gone, and some are still with us in the team at the moment. I think 26 volunteers have come and been part of that team and that community. But we're a movement. Pax Christi is a movement of people. So we have people all around the country who are part of this work and part of this vision and part of this community. And it's great that so many are represented here today and part of this celebration. And I want to give particular thanks to the support, the personal support, but also the collective support that Pax Christi has received for many years, especially from women religious. The physical support, the presence, the financial support, the encouragement. Women religious have really been a backbone in Pax Christi's work. So I'm so glad that there's a bucket of ideas over there, because people keep saying to me, what are you going to do when you retire? I honestly don't know. I haven't got it all mapped out. Partly I haven't had time to think about it, but I honestly don't know. So I'm glad there'll be a lot of ideas in that bucket over there. Part of it is going to have to be, who am I without the label of a teacher or a schools worker or a coordinator? And I have to discover who I am again, really, which might not be very good, but it'll be a new bit of the journey. And so it's a work in progress, this retirement business. And I'm trying not to feel guilty, because when people say, what are you going to do? And I haven't got an answer, I think, oh God. But I'm trying not to feel guilty. I'm trying to take it in my stride. It's a work in progress. And I'm free and able to do that because of the great confidence I have now in Teresa, who's taking over in Pax Christi, and the team of Foster and Peter and Valerie and Aisling, who are here, and the exec. there's a fantastic group of people who are just going to keep this work rolling, and to have been part of it for a bit of its life has been a great pleasure. So thank you all very much.
That's the formal presentations. We have more time to mix and mingle. And did I say anything about eating cake?